What's going on, guys? Just want to give you a quick little update rolling into the LA Fit Expo. I compete on Sunday the 7th, I believe, so I'll have the live stream up and as soon as they post it. But pretty excited about competing again. It's been almost a year, so I think it's time. Things have gone up and down this off season, but I think for the most part I'm ready. This has been a little bit of a different experience, getting ready for a meet but not really doing what I normally do. I tried some new stuff to peak this time, and in training I tried a new stance in my squat and a new stance in my deadlift, and that is just because my hips were getting a little beat up and I was injured, so I had to switch things up so that I could keep training. And I think over time the squat stance will pay off pretty well, and but it is different. It's different learning a new stance going into a meet, because I don't feel like there's enough time to technically get it down, especially with the heavier loads. And I've noticed that this prep being a little bit off technique wise, which I'm usually not, but because it's a new stance that I'm just kind of learning things. It's not ideal, but I wanted to put myself in the best situation moving into the US Open. So that's the biggest meet of the year. All the other meets leading up to that are just kind of trial and error meets for me, and I'm using the LA Fit as just one of those new peaking strategies, new strategies to get ready for a meet. I'm sure you guys saw I was doing some squats with chains this time for more of an overload. You'll see some board pressing and slingshot work, and that was more or less because I messed my shoulder up benching a couple weeks ago, probably from this video, so probably like 4 weeks ago from today, and it was just being a bitch, and I had to get some training in, so I had to do what I could. And on the days that I was gonna push, I took it off, but most of the time I was doing board presses and slingshot work. Not ideal going into a meet, but we'll see what happens. I feel good. My shoulder feels a lot better towards the end, and I think I'll be ready for a pretty good bench day. Not as good as I had hoped, but like I said, trying new things out, doing new things in training, that way you can perfectly time your peak during the big meets is important. It's important to differentiate between the important meets and the meets that are just kind of trying something new, practice, and things of that nature. You can't be at 100%. You can't peak at 100% for all your meets. So you have to figure out some meets that are trial and error, where you're going to try new things in your training block. And that's what I did this time, and most of it was due to injuries and working around them. And I'm thankful for Jordan Shallow and Prescript for helping me out. I was able to train through the injuries instead of having to stop, and it was mostly because of the work that they prescribed for me while I was healing up. And I feel like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to have progressed at all, and I would have had to take a bunch of steps back. Instead, I feel like I took some big steps forward. My last raw meet was kind of a same concept of just kind of getting things going for the US Open, and I totaled 18:29, I believe. So anything over that this meet is going to be an improvement, and that led to a 2,000 pound total at the US Open. So I feel like if I can get into the 1900s this meet, then I feel like the US Open should be 2100, 2075, something like that, which will put me progressing. And that's all I want to do year to year, is just try to make some progress. And I think in the next 2 to 3 years I'll be at my all-time best and ready to display that. So as always, guys, appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them below and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll talk to you guys later.